just there while on his performance, or
I don't know. He was. I mean, he had a good time. You know what I'm saying? It looked fun. I mean, but he was amazing. I mean, he was spinning. I mean,
oh really?
yeah, yeah. He was.
Just there while while
Yeah.
on.
Well, I think on top of one another. Yeah, yeah. He was. T-Pain was something special, man. I mean, he was pretty much. He was twirling like a ballerina. He was on fire. He had to be on drugs to pull some of the moves off. Who knew? I didn't even know T-Pain could really move like that, man.
I got to see it. I didn't see it.
I don't know how you didn't see that, man. T-Pain is fucking amazing, man. T-Pain aged well too, man. And he kind of grew. At one time, they phased him out for a minute. And he's back now. I don't know about his new shit, but the shit he did is timeless. So, but yeah, he was at Coachella just doing amazing stuff. Who else was at Coachella? Was Meg? What Meg Thee Stallion was there? I think she brought. I think Rock Nation had to pull that off. Like, let's get something humble. You know what I'm saying? She was up. She was up there doing whole shit too, which we all appreciate. You know what I'm saying? We might as well just give all. We might as well give all the strippers record deals, man.
So
You can bounce that thing fast. We got to give them all record deals.
is Coachella like today's day and age version of Woodstock? Would you say?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a pretty big deal. I've never been. Um, I only see it on social media, man. But from what I'm hearing, it's a pretty big deal. And T-Pain looked like he had a good ass time, and I'm really, really happy for him, man. He was spinning. He was the dance moves. Oh, that shit was better than Mike Jack, man. The shit T-Pain was doing, Chris Brown levels, man. Chris Brown need to bring T-Pain on his tour to do some of that good shit. That shit was fabulous. You need to get a clip right. But anyway, this is your man, Smash Evans, and that's my beat make Chad and Smash daily wrap up. This is highly dysfunctional. Make sure you tune in every Tuesday, 9 p.m. But sometimes you might tune in 9 p.m. and guess what? We won't even be here. And guess what? You got to understand. We don't have a schedule. We do what the hell we do. So if you messing with us, you messing with us. And if you not, you not. And shout out to the real. Shout out to the fake. Shout out to that nosy snitch.
She
She
better
better
stay
stay
in
in
her
her
place.
place. Get it love. Punk. So anyway, we had an interesting week this week, man. I got trolled for the first time. And I got to tell you, man, I think I'm freezing. I'm freezing on your end.
Nah, you good on
But
mine.
I got to tell you, man, at first, I would tell you, when it first happened, I see her tagging me and shit, right? So I'm thinking, she promoting the show. yo, I'm thinking she promoting the show. So I've reposted the slander. You know what I'm saying? But my phone is messed up, right? So I really can't hear that much. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
Then I start reading this shit. I'm like, oh, I can even show you the text message. I'm texting her back as she posting, like, oh, this is genius. We're gonna be like, we're fighting and stuff. and then
Wow.
and then I started getting the messages, and then I wasn't too happy. So that was the first time that happened. And I gotta say, I think I'm proud of myself about the way I handled that.
Do you want to explain, like, to the viewers and listeners, the bubble version, the Cliff Notes version of being why you were trolled?
I don't. What's funny? I still don't know. Like, I don't even believe what she said. You know what I'm saying? Because I watched the interview, and the only person that's messed up in it is me. You know what I'm saying? The only person that is gonna get hit with criticism is me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I didn't understand. So there's plenty of things that go behind the scenes, and we highly dysfunctional. So if I went too hard, You know what I'm saying? Then we seen that and we didn't put it in there. Everything didn't land. Like I said, if you see something, you know what I'm saying, you come to a show, you late, this is unorthodox. You know what I'm saying? Then you go be like, all right, you know what I mean? Yo, listen, if you didn't like whatever we did, the segment, because if you're on a movie segment, right, and you're a comedian and you ain't funny that day, you know what I'm saying? Your executive or whoever, the director's gonna say, listen, man, take a break today. You know what I'm saying? Come back tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Because you're hired to do a job. So
Right.
let's say one of those days, because of everything that happened, I was on my off day. You understand what I'm saying? So
Right.
if I'm on my off day and she's telling me she knows this, you know what I'm saying? Like she's like, yo, I thought you was gonna look at it, and she's lying though, because she's a fucking liar. She's like, I thought you was gonna look at it and you know, say let's redo it. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, if you thought that, why didn't you say that? And
Right.
we're promoting the show the whole time. You know what I'm saying? And we're trying to get the right mix. We're trying to get the right mix to see what fits. So she's lying. So she's like, oh, you were supposed to get clearance from me. I told her straight off the rip, I don't have to get clearance from you. I've been through this before. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to the real. So, and then, she asked for, excuse me, I got distracted. So she asked for more, she wanted me to get clearance. I told her straight up, like, nah, I wouldn't pay you if I needed clearance. Then we would have did it for free. You know what I'm saying? And then we're
Right.
doing it together. Then it's like our baby. You know what I'm saying? So, whatever happened that day, only thing I can do is try to save this. You know what I'm saying? So I seen a few clips. She's inquiring about my personal life. If that didn't sound like one of my exes or one of my baby mamas or somebody like that was really unprofessional for me. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't expect, I knew I was waiting to see what she was going to do. You know what I'm saying? Because she started trolling me from the first clip. You know what I'm saying? Even though I put it out unedited, and then I didn't look at it, I just wanted to see how it looked. You know what I'm saying? I was excited about it. But I didn't watch it for months, you know what I'm saying? Because so much happened that day. And it was holidays, and I just didn't feel like dealing with it. You know what I'm saying? So people questioning me why it took 5 months. It's because I got other shit to do. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? When we do shows, we're building something. There's no rush to throw out 10 shows if we don't got 10 million audience. You know what I'm saying? So we're
Right.
going to keep pushing to where we're going to push it. And if it catch on, it catch on. And then if it doesn't, it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? We move on, try something different. We mix and mingle, fix it up. But for the most part, I didn't know nothing. So I seen the trolls popping up on my page. So here's the true story. I contacted her to go to a comedy show. So I'm like, yo, the tickets sold out. Is there any way that, me and my family can get a few? First, I'm going to pay it, of course. And that's when I need clearance. And this was after the first video I posted. And then I put it together because I seen the trolls. Now, the troll social media language, you know what I'm saying? It's eye popping. Oh, it's disgusting, creepy. You understand what I'm saying? That's social media jargon. You understand what I'm saying? That's supposed to get people's attention. I forgot what the term is called right now. So she's talking about clearance. She tries to, you wanted me to check in with you, and I didn't need to check in with you. You know what I'm saying? Plus, I already knew you did what you did. I didn't know how you did it. So I thought that was your people when you sent them over, which they really was your people. But meanwhile, you on some coward shit. Like, I felt like I was beefing with my
Now
girl, bro.
this is all on that same day. This is all on that same day.
Oh,
When you
this
reached out
is,
for the
oh no,
tickets
this is,
and
huh? Say it again. Say it again.
the when you noticed the trolls, like when is that the same day you reached out for the tickets for the show or separate
Yeah.
dates?
Yeah, it was the same day. It was like maybe, yeah, the next day or something.
Okay.
It was the next day because it was random. I seen her posting a tour date. She was gonna be in New York, and I was like, "Yo, what's up, man?" I hit it.
All
It
right.
was sold out from whatever bar she was performing in. It was probably so it was sold out, all 21 people. So I was like, "Yo," and they said if you buy tickets, you don't know if you're gonna be together. So we going with people, you know what I'm saying? You want to make sure everybody
Gonna
together.
be
So I was trying
together.
to,
Right.
but I had a segment on the show. We was talking about doing the show, and I guess she kind of thought I was serious, but I didn't know she was mad at this time. So then I sat back and thought about it. So, but I didn't know how she was doing it. So then she tells me I didn't send no trolls. I just told my story. So what's the difference than what I'm doing? You didn't tell me your story. You on a fake page running your damn mouth, and I didn't even know you had a fake page. I'm following her regular page. I'm like, oh
The
well,
real
she ain't
page.
nothing. I can see she ain't. I can tell she did something though. You understand what I'm saying? But I
Right.
didn't know what it
Right.
was. So it ruined the excitement for me to put the project out too. So I wasn't in no rush. You know what I'm saying? Because I was trying to figure out what the hell's the problem here. You know what I'm saying? I seen the angle she was trying to take. And obviously she took everything I said seriously, from the NIAX, everything she was real sensitive about. I don't know how I got under her skin, but I know I did. And it is what it is. I got under her skin, and I don't even know what the hell she's talking about. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to paste my life together by shit she's seen. I don't know if one of my baby mamas contacted decided to talk shit about me. But if they did, shout out to them. We still gonna keep going. You know what I'm saying?
And
So
shout out to Mona. Shout out to Mona. We got love for Mona.
yeah, we got love for Mona, man. You know what I'm saying? So she's going in and she's talking down to me. Nigga, why you didn't talk to me like that when I was in person? That's what I'm trying to say. How you gonna be a victim and you talking shit to me? Hey, you a county nigga. When I was there, and I'm like, yo, sit down. Get this bum ass jacket out of here. What she wasn't saying none of that shit. And that's what she's mad about. You know what I'm saying? So she might have thought I was gonna be looking up to it. By the time she got there, I was so upset and aggravated. I didn't care how I treated her. You know what I'm saying? Not like I treated her with disrespect, because I wanted it to be like, she was like, oh, you're trying to date me, which is impossible. But we're talking about personality.
Content
Yeah,
and content.
content for personality wise. So in the initial, when we first booked the show, the first clip says shit like that. Oh, I'm trying to fuck. Nah, I'm just joking. Nah, I'm serious. See you when you get there. It said stuff like this. So you seen the angle I was taking. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like I wanted to have the most ratchet show possible.
Well, you accomplished that.
But it didn't, but it didn't work out the way I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
if I wasn't
Right.
on my A game, all right, I wasn't on my A game. I'm not the first person not to be on A game. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But when she tried to take the predator look, and she talked about, I shared a clip one time about, girls starting problems and get people killed. And that's the thing I associated with, because everything I did, I told you I was doing it. And the guy is there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not serious. I'm not serious about this. I'm popping shit. So I'm trying to get a reaction out of her. And this is another thing I want to say real quick. She took as an interview, yeah. I booked you to be ratchet. I booked you. I even say it on the show. I booked you so we can be a piece of shit together. You know what I'm saying?
So, let me ask you a question.
Hold up, Jack. So somewhere along the line, signals got crossed. I don't know what it was. And I think from the beginning, she never wanted to do the shit. But I was fucking with him so hard that she came anyway. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? That ain't a diss to me, because I didn't want to do it either by the time we got there. It took 3 weeks to get this shit right. We didn't get it right till 2 days before. But make a long story short, you know what I'm saying? I'm still puzzled by it all. I still don't understand what the fuck happened. I don't know what she was trying to run from. You know what I'm saying? But to try to come at me on some predator shit and try to ruin me. Like, I'm not, listen, motherfuckers like, oh, you're going to ruin your career. I'm nothing right now. You know what I'm saying? Nothing to where I think I should be and people think I should be. The people that like me or love me. You understand what I'm saying? So for you to come out of your character, you know what I'm saying, and crash out like one of my baby mamas, on a backup page, you know what I'm saying, with 80,000 people, you know what I'm saying? I was kind of flattered by the whole shit. But you're trying to paint me to be a predator, and it's like, no, the show was supposed to be ratchet.
Ratchet.
I'm not gonna interview you like, hey, so how did you come up? We put that in there, your story. But what the fuck did you really do? You're on social media, you got a little buzz, you did your thing, you had opportunities, and they didn't go to you. You know what I'm saying? So, like, what am I interviewing you for? You ain't got an album out, you ain't got a world tour, you ain't got a special on Netflix. You understand what I'm saying? So I booked you to do ratchet shit. So I'm talking shit to you. I'm even leaving myself vulnerable for you to talk shit to me. What you did. You talking about put a dildo in my ass and put my finger in my ass. You saying shit like this to me and then say I disrespected you? It doesn't make sense. So when I talk to some people, they're like, yo, she probably wanted to do this. She waited till I dropped that to try to intentionally do that. I still can't figure why, because it doesn't benefit her. I've done nothing. I'm just starting. You know what I'm saying? I'm just
Right.
People are still just trying to figure me out. You know what I'm saying? Now you're trying to ruin me? Like it was bad vibes when you left? It wasn't bad vibes. You just want to be depicted a certain way, and I didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know that. Had you called me and said, yo, Rob, you got a manager, he's a man too. He should have called me like, yo, I talked to Mona because he wasn't there. I talked to Mona. She's like, she's not sure about the content. If we could do it over or if we could, whatever.
That never happened.
That never happened. So 5 months later, you're enraged, crashing out, talking about you got a call five. Guess what? I got a call too when you was on your stories popping shit. For what? Why are you trying to attack my character? We not up here portraying rich people here. You know what I'm saying? I've been in jail half my life. There's a lot of stories about me out there. I done wild shit, but I've always been a solid nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I've always been a wild nigga. I have lived a wild life. I mean, I like to say by accident. I didn't do it on purpose. You know what I'm saying?
It just happened.
It just happened. So Highly Dishfunctional is a story about a guy trying to tell his story, going around talking to people, trying to hear their story. And he made some mistakes, but guess what? You know what I'm saying? He's not a bad person. He's a little crazy, but he's not a bad person. That's highly dysfunctional right there. That's how it was meant to be. And I'm going around talking to people and da-da-da-da-da. So when I booked her, while we just trying to get this thing figured out, I wanted to bring the podcasting audience and be a straight piece of shit, my nigga. Be ratchet, talk about people, talk about me, talk about you. And she couldn't handle whatever I said. Maybe it sounded personal. Maybe it's the way I look. I don't know.
So what I was trying to ask was that while you guys are filming the show, at any point did you guys take a break, or was it a show that was running straight through? You guys like take time,
all right.
all right,
The
like
only
hold
break,
up, let's do this, and
I
at any
mean, no,
point did she have a chance to say, "Hey, Smash, yo, tone it down a little bit," or
yeah.
let's go this route.
Yeah, because you got to remember, you know what I'm saying? I'm not all the way there. So some of the show, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even, you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not even, we ain't got to talk about, everything, but I'm not even, you know what I'm saying, there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The whole beginning of the show, you know what I'm saying? Before the show started, it's like an hour of talking and getting familiar because I knew I knew I was mad. And I also knew what I was dealing with. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I was like, let's talk down, let's get familiar. And that's how I like to do. We warm up and we just ease right into it. You know what I'm saying? The audience don't see, but we just ease into it. Then we go back and we put shout out to the real and all that in there. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So there, we chop it up. I'm telling you about the show. You ease up. I start asking you questions. But no part about this was a PG show. I did this to be rated R to bring my personality to life. And I didn't give my A performance, but I think, you know what I'm saying, and the way I fixed it, I don't think there's nothing wrong with the show. The only person that looks anything is me, and and guess what? It's not a diss because we're supposed to be unpredictable. You're not supposed to be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? This is a show that moving parts. I used to do this show on the street, going to restaurants, Applebee's. You understand what I'm saying? And crack houses. You know what I'm saying? So it's describing experience. So when it's me that's highly dysfunctional and not the guest, I still got to describe the experience. I'm not running from it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, well, you should put it out. Why not? I'm trying to save my money, my investment. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing
Right.
the best I can to save it.
You don't want to take that loss.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't want to take the loss. Like, what you mean?
So
Listen, for some guys that never did this before, I mean, I know other podcasters, you know what I'm saying? They got to stay local to get an audience because they got 100 people they know and they got to talk about that so them 100 people can talk to each other. But listen, from the things that we know, listen, man, I get compliments all the time. Things are moving slow, but they're going. And even as slow as it's going, I still don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? And the only thing I can think about is these niggas is paying. You know what I'm saying? These niggas is paying.
right.
And I don't have the budget like that. So yeah, I want my fucking money. So she talking about, oh, that little bit of money. Hold up, bitch. That is your fee. So if I gave you a little bit of money, then you are a little bitty bitch. Exactly. I paid for you. I said it right there. I booked you on a date. Even though I'm joking, I'm trying to describe what we're doing right here. She talking
Right.
about somebody else could have stopped it. They know what I'm doing. So therefore, I'm hurt that she trying to slander them because I don't like nobody that support me in my shit. I'm going to die on the hill. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? But don't attack nobody around me, my supporters, or anybody that's down with the, the program, the camera people. Nobody did nothing to you. Nobody even talked to you. Nobody spoke to you. So how are you speaking about people? Not one person spoke to you because a lot of people don't know who you are. My audience don't know who you are. I did this. He's like, yo, why you did that? I could have did 1,000 other things. You know what I'm saying? I did
You
that.
chose Mona.
Because I'm trying to bring the whole highly dysfunctional personality to life. And we still got a lot to learn, and I learned a lot that day. You know what I'm saying?
So
So
that was going to be my last question on this topic is what have you learned, if anything, through this experience with this recent show you did?
we can't give nobody excuses, man, because we're so crazy and we so outlandish. We can't give people a reason, you know what I'm saying, to put it on, you know what I'm saying, to put the blame on us. So we got to be impeccable because they think that this is some other shit. They don't realize that this is a character, things that happen to me, and it's part of my character magnified. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is what I don't think I'm like this. The people that love me don't think I'm like this, but they know I can be like this.
Right.
So it's that crazy character, crazy Sam, crazy, you know what I'm saying? It's a crazy character that has no filter, just says anything. You know what I'm saying?
And one thing I will say is the fact that you've always taken accountability for your actions. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never back down it. And after that show, you did tell me that you're like, yo, I was smashed. Like smashed was smashed. And I was like, oh shit, but you said that from the jump, you know what I'm saying? And if it was to the point where people may have felt uncomfortable to sit down for a couple hours with you, whether it was that individual or the individual's team, someone should have said something. But the fact that nothing was said, yeah, let's rock and roll with the show. That's my impression from it,
That's,
so
that's my impression from it too. So whatever you did that on purpose, and you didn't get the reaction that you wanted to. And don't get me wrong, she put us through hell because that was the first time dealing with it. And I know I got a lot of haters from where I'm from because I done whooped a lot of ass. Like I don't take no shit from nobody. That's what I'm saying. I ain't gonna take no shit from her. I ain't gonna take no shit from nobody. You know what I'm saying? So when you don't take no shit from nobody, motherfuckers is mad and they got a lot to say. So you trying to attack my personal life like we're up here lying. Let's take some. I've been in jail half my life, man. If there wasn't a person that tried to help me out and steer me in the right direction, I'll be fucking lying. And while we're building highly dysfunctional, if I am with a woman and I'm trying to build this thing, yeah, she has to help me. She has to go try to help me. I'm not savvy and everything. So it doesn't make no sense what she's talking about because we're not up here lying. I done went through hundreds of thousands of dollars. You know what I'm saying? At some point in time in my life. You know what I'm saying? But so what? This thing is, we from the streets. I've been in prison. I done shot niggas. I done did stand-up things. I know about wild shit. I done messed with a bunch of chicks. I got a bunch of kids. And listen, I'm here to tell them that they can still keep going and be themselves. Don't be ashamed. Just keep rocking. You know what I'm saying? That's my story. So you talking all this shit like I'm trying to impress you. Bitch, I think you felt like I really, really liked you. And talking about date you, there ain't gonna be no dates. If you want me to stick it in, you know what I'm saying? It's possibility of sticking in. You can slide that dress up and ding. You know what I'm saying? But ain't no dating. You know what I'm saying? We ain't doing none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So let's like I didn't know, like the things she was saying to me in these voicemails out of this world. And I was gonna, I sprinkled it around. I was gonna put it here, but I said, you know what? I don't even know if this is illegal, first of all. You know what I'm saying? But she's wild and she's out of control, and she probably feels stupid right now. You know, somebody, it's just like when you spaz out, you always feel stupid. I spaz out, I feel stupid. When we curse.
We human.
Yeah.
Human behavior.
You feel crazy. But I felt like she was trying to ruin me for some reason. So I don't think it's what I did. She probably said something in there, and now she got a relationship with them person or whatever, and she got an answer for that. And I'm trying to discover what it was, man. I mean, and
we still don't know.
She had a boyfriend. Well, I mean, she's talking about her pops in there. She disrespected him. And I also think she said I reminded of her pops. So I triggered her. You know what I'm saying? I triggered her, and it's like, yo, you know what? Sit your little ass down, girl. You know what I'm saying? Grown folks is talking. And this is what I'm trying to say. So she probably felt some type, who knows where this shit come from? So I took those backhanded compliments just like a compliment. Because I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That's your father. And when you talking to me, now I'm your father. Yeah. I didn't say, yo, you remind me of my mother, because you don't. You know what I'm saying? And my mother's probably wilder than you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. My mother's Aquarius too, so I just didn't get it. And then the topics of discussion in the interview we presented had nothing to do with sex. You know what I'm saying? Had nothing to do with sex. Had nothing to do with anything. We're talking about, you know what I'm saying? All that crazy banter, I took it out. But guess what? If you felt disrespected, like I feel disrespected, I'm letting the motherfucker know right there. I'm not gonna wait 5 fucking months and try to attack a motherfucker that's trying to do something when you know I wasn't in A1 shape, and I'm just trying to do what I can do. So why are you trying to come after me and you know it wasn't personal? You telling me, well, I thought you was going to do the podcast over. Then you telling me, oh, put the podcast out, just take the edits out. Guess what? I did those edits sober. And I wasn't happy about it. You hear what I'm saying? So right. You're not even mad about the shit you talking about.
The show.
Yeah, you're trying to use that. Yeah, you're trying to use that to stop me from doing what I'm doing and humiliate me. But you're really mad about something I said or you said. And I just can't figure it out. So what we're going to do is we're going to be releasing all the goddamn clips everywhere. Everywhere. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get more aggressive with this. We got more shows. We got other things happening. But the thing is, if she would have said, fuck Rashid, fuck HighlyDishFunctional, fuck you, you piece of shit motherfucker, I would have probably used that as the promo, but I wouldn't be mad. But you try to act like you walked into something that you didn't know you was walking into. Like I said this soon as I booked the show. That was my girl Mona, big fan of her. We gonna talk some shit, and I'm trying to fuck. So that's the angle I'm playing. This is all for the cameras. Soon as the show was over, I never said one word to you. I never contacted you for some pussy. I got your phone number. You trying to play this rich game. You know what I'm saying? You driving your own car, and you got this little nigga with you. He can't even protect you. Because guess what? If I felt like getting crazy, nobody could have stopped me. You know what I'm saying? Nobody, Chad. You hear what I'm saying? You trying to pop this Big Willie shit, and guess what? We ain't popping Big Willie shit. And if I show you the negotiation, it was no negotiation. She said her fee is this. I counted it. She accepted. Done deal, and didn't even promote the shit. Didn't do shit she said. So you trying to make like I'm unprofessional because I'm the little nigga, and I haven't been through everything. But the truth is, she was trying to take that money and not do a goddamn thing, and she was gonna come on the show, get a regular Q&A, and bounce. But that's not what I booked her for. You know what I'm saying? So it's highly dysfunctional. And it surprises me when people take this shit personal, bro. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
all entertainment.
I don't know if it's the look in my eye. This is all entertainment for me, man. I clown myself. I have been through a lot of shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I done a lot of shit, man. And some of that shit is hilarious, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I made an ass out of myself. And I had to bounce back and keep going. You know what I'm saying? I was a married man before I lost my whole family. This is highly dysfunctional. I've lost my sons. I still love them. I'm still trying to be there. This is highly dysfunctional. You know what I'm saying? We're not up here playing. And people don't get it. And they want me to do this. And it's not like I'm going to dish you. You know what I'm saying? I can only talk about what you do on the show. You talking about me behind the scenes, trying to stop people from loving me. And I ain't even stick my dick in. So I can imagine what you do to your kids' fathers. You know what I'm saying? You act like you're some upstanding person. You were fucking, only one thing I said, I called her a dirty Philly bitch one time, but I said sorry right there. And guess what? I think she proved me right. You know what I'm saying? Because you're attacking everybody else, and you could have called me and say, Rob, and we could have came to a compromise and we could have settled this. For me, it wasn't personal, man. You know what I'm saying? Things just spent out of control, and I wasn't controlling my faculties. If I did, she's talking about, oh, you kept touching me. Nigga, I didn't try to touch your ass. When you sit right next to me, I talk with my hands. I'm like this. And she got the same size hands as me. Go look at it. Same size hands as me. And I wasn't lying. That shit was bigger than mine. And I was actually thinking about them big ass hands holding my dick, and my dick ain't big enough. And guess what? I got turned off.
Yeah, I didn't understand the attacking of the surroundings, the non-factors.
Nobody said nothing to you.
Yeah.
Oh, you looking for help?
Weird.
This is highly dysfunctional. I even told my mom what happened. She laughing at me and shit. But I told her about it. And she like, well, everything I explained to her, she's like, oh, that's understandable. So, and then when she talked back to me in those voice notes, you understood what happened. Oh, I thought you were a little messed up. I thought you would. So what's the personal shit? Where's it personal at? Where did I dish you and say you're a dumb, stupid bitch? When did I say you're ugly? When did I say your butt stink? When did I say your breath stink? You know what I'm saying? When did I try to stop your career from shining? When did I do that? I never did that in that video. I only talked about my experience to what you was doing, what you was talking about. You talked about childhood dating. I'm like, that was the best part of dating. It's innocence. It was real. Nowadays, you talk to a girl, it ain't real. What else I was talking about? We talked about Kevin Samuels, girls not being happy, man against woman. That's reality, right? Did I say, oh, listen, you're a bitter-ass, fucking nasty-looking bitch with a bunch of kids and nobody really cares about you, and you only fucking claim the representations and shit you're doing right now? I didn't say all of this. You're dissing your father. I didn't say none of this. Your mother's the best thing in the world. And what is that? That's today's picture in society. A lot of black men go through the same shit every day. I didn't even get like that. I kept it stupid. You understand what I'm saying? But right. The reason why I went back and forth mostly is because I wasn't right. Like, even though you heard the question, she got the question, sometimes my voice was changing. It wasn't even audible. I didn't like the way I sounded. I didn't sound articulate. So that's why I went back and forth. Not to say I wouldn't anyway, because that's my highly dysfunctional experience when shit like that happens. If nothing happens, and it's a plain show, then there's nothing I can talk about. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I have been interviewing people and they came on and they said, no, we ain't going there. I did it again. We ain't going there. They laughed. We kept going. It doesn't stop the show. She's talking about, oh, you ain't even do a show by yourself. Yeah, nigga, I'm from Rockland County, where all the haters live. And I love my people. But it's crabs in the barrel. We ain't nothing, my nigga. We ain't had a record deal. You know what I'm saying? We ain't put out a single. You know what I'm saying? I don't got 100,000 budget. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, everything I do hurts. You know what I'm saying? So when I do a show, I'm taking money from my kids. I'm taking money from my woman. And yeah, they mad at me, my nigga, but they fucking with me. They rocking with me because they believe in my talents. And sometimes I fucking fuck up. But that's highly dysfunctional. And guess what? I'm gonna get right back on here. So you know what? Yesterday wasn't good, man. But my heart is in the right place. God bless. Like Russell Simmons.
The show must go on.
Show must go on. But you coming at a nigga all crazy, and I'm glad I didn't listen to that shit because I would have been going crazy. You know what I'm saying? I had a friend that I had niggas trying to show me this shit. Like, yo, this you gotta study it. And I'm like, no, I study beef, nigga. I know how to fight. If it get too bad, I know how to fight. And guess what? It's just like if I'm fighting with my girl and we beefing in text. She's talking to me and I'm already mad and I'm not listening. I'm just venting. I'm not listening to shit she said. So she's over there and you don't even know me. You know what I'm saying? You might as well call me, Mona. I'm disappointed. You need to call me and get with me. You know what I'm saying? And then she tells me,
Part two.
yeah, and after all of that, she tells me, you can put the show out, take the edits. The fuck you talking about? I wasn't denying, but back in the day, I would have did exactly. So what did I say wrong? What did I say wrong? I said exactly what you thought. You thought you were some soft niggas, and I didn't handle you like I was soft. I didn't handle you like I was a fan, so you might feel lied to.
I'm trying to figure out regarding the removal of the edits, right? What's the difference between your edits, right? Your commentaries and a streamer doing a reaction video to a podcast. I don't feel like there's any type of difference as far as the original person that's being reacted on has any say so as far as removing that video. You
Listen,
know,
if the shit was Howard Stern, everybody go around. Howard Stern got millions of fans. If it was Charlemagne, it would be funny. But niggas, people everywhere have moments on interviews. You think they wanted it out? You think when they
right?
fired online? You think when Birdman flipped out? You know what I'm saying? You think he
They
wanted
got
to
no
see that?
choice.
You think he
There's
wanted
no
people to see
choice,
that? You think he
right?
like, yo, take that down? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, it happens. That's the point of having a podcast and doing live shows or doing shows because these things happen. The words evoke emotion, and you can see a person when you do interviews. So a lot of times I like to pretend that I'm not paying attention. And I'm just a silly, dumb nigga. Now, she got people calling me illiterate, bitch. I'm smarter than you. You got people you talking about in the room that's more qualified than you. You thinking everybody's some hood person and they not. Like you trying to diss people that got real careers and real lives and real shit happening. You know what I'm saying? And you online running your fucking mouth. You know what I'm saying? Trying to diss little old me from Nyack, New York. And I'm not from Nyack, I'm from the hilltop. Shout out to the real. I'm from Rockland County. Shout out to all my brothers that represent everywhere from where we from. So, you know, we already got the underdog perspective. So at the end of the day, you know what I said? At first, I was shook up. I was like, oh shit. But I never knew what she was talking about. But I knew my people, my supporters, they was mad. They was hurt. She's like, oh, my people feel disrespected too because they did nothing to you, and your people can feel what they want. It's like when you hear something crazy from an unknown, like who the fuck is this guy? You know what I'm saying? It's not what you say, it's who says it.
Right.
So if I was any one of them, it would have been fine. But because it's me, and I'm so she might have thought I got the best of her. I didn't feel that way. That's why I let you. That's why I put all this shit in there where you're disrespecting me. Because who gives a fuck is for the show. I don't take none of this personal. I didn't call you afterwards. I'm not gonna go looking for you. Like we did a show. Fuck you, fuck me. Get the fuck out of here. Let me do my thing. Why are you trying to ruin what I'm doing? And I ain't even get started yet.
You think she took it personal?
I think she took it personal. I think she has Down syndrome at the end of the day. I mean, she said I was autistic. Did I say anything? You know what I'm saying? Then you online calling me a rapo and shit. You know what I'm saying? I got a wild past, bro. And you don't even know I'm an advocate for all of that abuse shit, bro. Because guess what? I'm an abused child. You know what I'm saying? That's why we highly dysfunctional. You know what I'm saying? They ain't give me enough money to tell all the stories yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm just waiting. But I ain't lost confidence. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna keep going. But you trying to ruin somebody that did nothing to you. And if I did something, I said sorry right there, because the only thing you could be talking about is I said something that was a little out of bounds. But when you playing on that level, sometimes you're gonna go out of bounds. I didn't know you was gonna take it personal. I even said in our first picture, like, yo, I gave you a hard time. That was rough on me. Thank you for coming on the show. Da da da. Da. I told my man that he thinking I fucking grabbed the bitch butt. Like, no, nigga, this bitch is talking about a nipple was shot off. And I'm like, can I see? You know what I'm saying? Let me see. You know what I hate? That's what I'm talking about. Like, nigga, I'm being straight up. She's talking this shit. You talk a lot of shit about head. Like, you got shows demonstrating head. This is not a respectful show. So when I'm seeing that, like, oh, we about to get crazy. You talking about giving head and the noises you make. And I might say some shit like, so when you go suck my dick, you know what I'm saying? If you don't like it, you could have said no, and it would have been funny on the show. Oh, nigga, fuck you. I would never suck your little ass dick. Da, 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 da. That's what I was trying to do.
Content.
That's what I was trying to do. And she wasn't with it. Now, I'm not saying she wasn't with it, but I think she didn't like it. So I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know what she liked. I'm just lying. I think she's a fucking liar. And I think she had an agenda. And I think that it probably would have worked out better if I would have just started fighting back. But I didn't know how to deal with all this troll shit. And you trying to hurt people that's, around me. And I didn't like that part. You understand? If you was just attacking me, and I'm like, yeah.
That's one thing.
Yeah, but you're attacking everybody. You're attacking the business. You talking about the food. Like, bitch, why? Why? You showed up 4 hours late. You knew you was late. You knew what happened. I told you the story. I told you I was mad. I told you I didn't like it. I even said, yo, I'm not even happy with this shit. But was I going in? Yeah. So what I'm trying to say going in means, all right, some of the things I said might have been out of bounds. But guess what? These are words, and you could have said so. And it's all in the confines of the show. It wasn't outside like I'm calling your kids a little retards like Kanye West. You get what I'm saying? This is all crazy shit like, so what's up with the pussy? So do you like it from the back or do you like it from the front? Do you give head? Have you ever ran a train? These are some of the questions I'm asking, which I've asked plenty of people. You know what I'm saying? So where's the disrespect?
We call those Howard Stern questions.
Yeah. And this is what I'm trying. This is what I'm doing. So what did I do? What did I do for that? For you to do all that? You probably feel stupid, but what did I do? I can't think one thing I did for that, because I respected you as what you did. So if you said, Ra, you know what I'm saying, you didn't nail that show. Let's do it again on, give me extra, whatever. We can do it again. I would have did it. Because guess what? Whatever happened that day wasn't my intention either. You know what I'm saying? I just try to barrel through like I do all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these times I run into these situations. I'm just trying to get it done because we're a new show and we're trying to do new things and we haven't figured out everything we're doing. You know what I'm saying? I see some people impressed with us. I see some people disgusted with us. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I get compliments. I get motherfuckers like, yo, you're not good enough. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh.
It is what it is.
And that's the main thing. But I wanted to, clear the air a little bit. And that's the show for the night. But it's just stupid, my nigga. I got a house full of people. I'm a crazy, wild nigga. That's the show.
Highly dysfunctional.
My show is not about whoever's there. It's about their interaction with me and how we
highly dysfunctional.
How we get crazy. Everybody else can do them. I'm trying to do me. This is not everybody else's podcast. Sitting down having a regular Q&A while y'all take money. No,
highly dysfunctional.
I'm performing too. Somebody might believe the same shit I believe. You know what I'm saying? Might have the same background that I've gone. Grew up single mother. Father was
highly dysfunctional.
Drug addict. Raised by his grandmother. Went through some childhood abuse. You know what I'm saying? Raised up. Nobody liked me. I was a bullied kid, became the bully. Hit the street, started beating older niggas up. Hustling, doing whatever I got to do. Niggas tried to kill me. I tried to kill them. I went to prison. You know what I'm saying? And it's been an up and down spiral since. I've been a fighter. I done tried to push through. This is not the first time. She's trying to act like I'm some type of bum, like I haven't did things with my life. So guess what? I done had bad moments and good moments. And if a woman is with me, she knows that. And when the good moments happen, they happen. We're not ashamed of our story. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know where you got this shit from because I talked to you. I paid you. You know what I'm saying? So where you get this from? And your fee is only $2,000, you expensive bitch. Shout out to the real. Shout out to the fake. Shout out to that nosy bitch. She better stay in her place. Get in line. Punk. I'm a man on a mission. I'm not a complete story. I'm putting this shit together. And I'm hopefully before I die, I'll be able to put things together for my kids. And I'm not talking about this show. I'm talking about my life. And that's the only thing I'm trying to do. Everything else on the outside, all you haters and all you weird niggas trying to do this is that. Listen, my life has been harder than anybody's. I can relate to any problem in the world because I've been through it. I used to think I was cursed. You know what I'm saying? And God keeps blessing me and blessing me and blessing me and keeps me going and puts the right people around me, no matter who is against me.
Amen.
And I got nothing to be mad at, and that's why we're highly dysfunctional. And guess what? We got to tighten up our act, make it more professional, and make it more confined, and make it more deliberate, and not so much all over the place because everybody can't take it. But if you're sensitive, you bitch ass nigga, don't come on the show. You're not hurting us. Get in line. Punk, Shad Saga. Thank you. I love you.
My brother, love you.
We got a lot of things to build on, a lot of things to do, a lot of shows coming up. Shout out to Tamel, the Godson, Rakim's son. He's up next. We got a LDJ. We got a 2-part documentary between them two talking hip hop and everything he's been through, his pops, the great Rock Kim, and we got the story right here on Highly Dysfunctional. Get in line, motherfuckers. We ain't gonna stop and we ain't gonna quit, and y'all can just, you already know. Chad, I love you, baby.
All love, my brother.
Got one more. We're gonna pull a guest in, and then we're gonna take a break, and I'll see you in May. Get in line, punk. Let's go.
Yes, sir. All right.